Brought to you by Penguin. Good Sisters by Sinéad Moriarty. Read by Angeline, Emma Lowe and Alison Mckenna.
Chapter 1. Julie. I sat on the edge of the bath, blocking out the chaos outside. I needed space. I was not ready for this. Then again, are you ever ready to bury your mother? I dabbed my eyes with another lump of toilet paper, rubbing off the makeup I had applied 5 times. My new funeral shoes were already pinching my toes. I should never have let Sophie talk me into buying them. They were too high. My younger sister was all about suffering for fashion, but at 49 years of age, I craved comfort and lived in trainers or flats. Louise had told me which of my black dresses was appropriate for our mother's funeral. As the eldest, Louise always seemed to know what to do in every circumstance, so we all just obeyed her. She was smarter than the rest of us put together, and impossible to argue with, so we tended simply to follow her directions. I could hear the triplets slagging each other, and Harry shouting at them to bloody well behave today. Then Tom piped up. "Come on, guys. It's a really sad day for Mum. She loved Granny." Even at just turned 11 years old, my baby Tom was still sweet and compliant. I knew his hormones would kick in soon, and my mere existence would become mortifying to him, so I cherished him all the more. To be fair, the triplets had tried to be sympathetic about Mum dying. Liam had hugged me for the first time in 2 years, which at 15 was a big deal for him. Luke had made me a cup of coffee using unblended coffee beans that I'd almost choked on, but it was a sweet gesture. Leo had tried to distract me by telling me all of the messaging they had got up to in school without getting caught, which only served to raise my anxiety levels through the roof. I'm permanently convinced they're going to be expelled from their posh school. Harry was doing his best to be kind, of course, but his fussing about was getting on my nerves. The only people who totally understood how I was feeling were my sisters and my brother. I just wanted to be with them. And Dad. Only we 5 could understand the pain of losing Mum so quickly. 1 minute she was fine. Then she had a pain in her back. Then she was having chemo. Then she died. 7 weeks from the day she went to see her GP to the day she died. It felt like any minute we'd be called back to the hospital and told it was a crazy, stupid mistake, and Mum would be standing there, smiling, herself again. I pressed my hands against my eyes to steady my thoughts. I kept going off on these wild tangents, then having to come back to the awful truth. It hurt like hell every time. We were all reeling from shock as much as from grief. In fact, I wasn't even sure if the grief had arrived yet. I was cold and numb inside, but I couldn't tell where shock ended and grief began. My phone beeped. It was Sophie, posting on our siblings' WhatsApp group. "Jack and Jess driving me nuts. How you all?" Gavin typed, struggling. "Not sure I'll be able to read the prayer." Louise typed, "Get it together. We need to be strong for Dad and give Mum the funeral she deserves. I finished my eulogy. See you all at Dad's in 20 minutes. Do not be late." I knew that was aimed at me. Timekeeping was not my strong point, and Louise was like a Swiss watch, always, without fail, on time. "See you there," I typed. It was important to keep her calm and not bring her wrath upon me. Not today. I couldn't handle it. Harry knocked gently on the bathroom door. "Julie, are you ready?" I stood up and opened the door. There in front of me were Harry and the 4 boys, all dressed in smart clothes. A lump formed in my throat and I welled up. "You look so nice," I sobbed. "Dad," Liam hissed.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?